go ahead and copy this. And let's do that. I think we should be live though. Says that I'm live. Hey everyone, happy Friday. Hope you're having a good day. Friday, am I right? I don't know if you guys are working today or about to work, or maybe you've got the whole weekend off, or maybe you're just now starting work, but hope things are going good for you guys. I've got a new dual screen setup, so I'm still trying to figure things out in the layout and stuff, but I wanted to kind of cover a few things today. We'll kind of wait a couple seconds here for people to start tuning in. You're live. I am indeed live. Thanks for hopping in. Nice to see everyone's pretty faces today. I haven't seen too many people live streaming lately, so I was like, dude, somebody's got to pick up the slack. I know it's a Friday afternoon or Friday early afternoon, depending how you want to look at it, but I was like, yo, let's talk about some stuff. Let's get into some numbers. Let's go ahead and start pointing some fingers. Let's figure out what makes sense. As you guys read the title there, we're going to go ahead and expose PokéNav today. It's going to be a really good time. I was skeptical of this when I signed up. Yeah, I'm signed up too, Beluga Whale, so we're gonna jump into it here in just a couple seconds. So, and then on the re-upload, if you guys are diving into, let's go ahead and, I drink a lot of water, so you're gonna have to bear with me, but don't know what it is, but I'm still listening. I appreciate it. So I think hopefully some of you guys will get some value out of this. So basically, PokéNav has a, gosh, Jared, could you find that? Could you look up PokéNav's channel? Could you literally just look up his channel and then just paste it in the comments? I forgot to do that. I'll have to do that later. But anyway, there's a YouTuber. In case you haven't heard of him for some reason, his name is PokéNav. Comes out with all kinds of content. And he set up a PokéRealm store, which I'll be sharing here in just a hot second. We're going to go ahead and expose the numbers on that, what it costs for all of the different items, the different booster boxes, collector boxes, ETBs, everything. I'm going to go ahead and show you how much all of that costs after shipping, after your monthly subscription costs. Does it make sense? Can you snipe items on eBay easier, and instead of tying up $50 every single month and being forced to buy Pokemon product or whatever kind of TCG product? So that's what we're going to be covering today. Thanks, Jared. Link is in the chat there. The monthly fee is crazy. So it is kind of steep. It is $50 a month. Just for the average Joe. Yes, Jared, thank you. Just for the average Joe, that's a lot of money, right? $50 a month. Man, after literally 2 months, that's a booster box. You could have picked up a lot of a lot of different sets worth of booster boxes at that point. You could have picked out one of some booster box or a couple of ETBs. So, I mean, yeah, that's a lot of money. So we're going to go ahead and go over the numbers there. One thing I want to say up front, guys, is, so now that more people are here, so PokéNav has been creating content on the platform for a while now. He might even get around to watching this. I don't know. I don't know if he watches the channel or not. I don't blame him if he doesn't. And I'm not like, oh my goodness, everyone watches me, so that's great. But people are so negative and so toxic, and I'll get off my soapbox here in just a second, but it's just astounding to me, how incredibly toxic people are, how condescending they are, saying, oh, well, of course, he wants to push product for his own store. What kind of a store owner would I be if I were on the side of the street and people just walked by and I didn't say, hey, Pokemon product inside? That's never made any sense to me. Now, yes, I understand where some of you guys are coming from. Yeah, well, he points out all this data to show why you should invest in Modern, and he just happens to sell a bunch of Modern product. The guy also preached it beforehand too, so you have to give him the benefit of the doubt in that the man is at least consistent. Him with all of his faces and people making fun of him for the thumbnails. Do you guys not have anything better to do with your lives? I don't know. Be nice. And again, I'm not your mom, so I'm not going to tell you what to do, but it's just crazy, like how mean people are. So PokéNav, I'm sorry you have to deal with all that, dude. Everyone does at to some level. So I don't know. It's just ridiculous. But all right, let's be adults. Let's go ahead and dive into some numbers here. I'm gonna go ahead and get started exposing him here. So I want to let you know some personal experiences that I've had on the site now. Now, I am not biased. I'm not friends with PokéNav. We haven't like exchanged a bunch of comments before. I leave comments on his channel occasionally. That's really it. That's the interaction I've had with him. So I'm unbiased. I am a member on his PokéRealm site. And then after this, we're going to go ahead and get into some dollar cost averaging. And we're going to get into some numbers on that. And then I'll answer some questions if you guys have some questions too. So let me know. Monthly fee. Yes. Okay. So yeah. But yeah, and the thumbnails there and all of his videos. I don't know. I like his thumbnails. I know that's subjective, but he's wearing his nice little polos, rolling up the sleeves once or twice there, just to get that nice little cut from the shoulder, showing off the bicep and the brachialis, just to get us all hot and bothered. I see what you're doing, PokéNav. I'm on to you. All right. So let's go ahead and look at my notes here. Okay, so the fee is $50 a month if you sign up for the PokéRealm site. And then it's $25 a month if you have a buddy to go in on it with you. I happen to have a buddy that goes in on it with me. So my fee is $25 a month. That's what I'm going to share with you guys moving forward, but also show where it makes sense and it might not make sense if you buy into it as well. And we're going to realistically look at, okay, how much product is available. Guys, I mean, he said in his video, I don't know if it was a live stream or not, it's a long video. He said in his video that, hey guys, we might not get a ton of product. Every type of retailer is being allocated right now. That's just the state of the Pokemon hobby right now. Let's look into this right now. So let's go ahead and say, we're gonna leave Pokemon on the side here for a minute. Let's go ahead and say, because I like, the reason why I pay $50 a month, $25 a month with my buddy, they have tiers now. You can do like $35 a month for Pokemon. I think it's $35 a month for Magic the Gathering, $35 a month for some other trading card games. So that's what it is. $35 a month if you just want the one product. We do $50 a month because it's only $25 for just the two of us. So I went ahead and purchased several of these. But let's go ahead and just say that you were inefficient and you bought, let's see here, I think just one. Let's say you buy a Modern Horizons 2 set booster right here. I was looking at the draft, I don't know why. So let's go ahead and say you buy just one Modern Horizons 2 set booster for $207. Now they have a $10 shipping fee, but there are no taxes on that as far as I'm aware. So it's literally $217 for all of these. I'm just gonna add $10 onto this. It's $217 for this piece here. So let's go ahead and look at recently sold on eBay and look at these prices. So let's go ahead and assume that you're able to snipe it or grab it for the absolute cheapest price. Let's assume that you can do that consistently. Now, I would have to throw on taxes because I'm in a state that charges taxes. You guys might not, but I would include just 7% for taxes there. So that ends up being $255 after taxes to pick this up, compared to the $217 where you can just pick this up at your whim. Don't need to sweat it. It's always there. Well, it's there right now at least. So that's $38 in savings right there. For me, that more than pays for 1 month's worth off of one product. So let's go ahead and take another look. Let's say that I would want to buy some Commander's Legends draft boosters just because I want to do that. After looking at the absolute cheapest options right here, $89 plus $11, that's $100 after taxes. You're looking at around $107 for that compared to $103. I understand that's only $4 in savings, but we're also going to say that you're a small-time collector, investor, whatever, and you're not putting tons of dollars into this product. So you save $4 on that. Okay, big whoop. But that's assuming that you can get this product consistently regularly on eBay for the cheapest prices that I can see recently. And this product's only a year old, guys. It hasn't had a chance to climb. It hasn't gone out of rotation. So there are just so many things that we can talk about on this. And I don't understand why he's getting such a bad rap. I feel so bad for him. Like, people are mean. People are mean. Let's go ahead and move on though, really quick. Let's go ahead and move on to Weiss Schwartz. I personally really like Weiss Schwartz. Maybe you don't. Let's go ahead and talk about this just really quick. Let's say you buy just 4 boxes of this. You just really like the Data Live English version of the booster boxes. So that's going to be $71 a box because let's say, or well, let's say that you buy in bulk. Let's say you buy just 4 of them just at once. I'll go ahead and split it up later too. But let's go ahead and say that you buy these in bulk just that one time. So that's going to be up here somewhere. Awesome. So $61, I think that was the cheapest one I found. Yeah, all of these were $8.10 shipping in this specific case. So let's say again, you were able to snipe this and you got it at the cheapest price after you sniped it for, let's see, I did the math on the side here. It ended up being $73.94 after taxes. So that's $295. You know, I'll bring this back around. It'll make sense in a second. So that's $295.76 for 4 of them on eBay at the absolute cheapest price that I can see from recently sold. It's $254 through PokéRealm. So that's $41.76 per box. So you're looking at about $10 in savings per box on that. Now, let's go ahead and jump back really quick, and I'll answer questions here in a second too. Let's go ahead and jump back, and PokéNav did this too, but he's biased, and he's a scumbag because he's selling his own product, huh? So let's go ahead and look back at Modern Horizons 2, and let's look at the collector booster boxes. So, $320, because you had $10 for shipping. It's $320 through PokéRealm. The cheapest that I saw was, let's see here, $355. Yeah, I think that was the cheapest one. I had to scroll a decent bit for some of these. Let's say again that you're able to snipe these and get this consistently at the cheapest price that you can comfortably get on eBay. After taxes, you're looking at $379.85. Let's bring this back around. So you're going to be saving $59.85 on each box. Now, let's go ahead and say for a second, for the set booster boxes, let's say that you buy 1 each month because you're dumb and you don't have enough money and you're doing this inefficient, okay? You're not buying in bulk, which is the best way to get the biggest bang for your buck on this stuff. I can't believe I'm having to talk about some of this, but we'll bring it back around as well. I wonder, is he, I'm scrolling through right now. Okay, he hasn't said anything yet. Tax-free internet purchases, RIP. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so before I lose my train of thought here, this is why I don't do live streams, guys. I have too much of a squirrel brain. So let's say that you buy 1 set booster box per month for, I don't know, 5, let's see, what was my example here that I wrote down? For 5 months. Let's say you do 5 boxes through PokéRealm. 1 each month. So each time you have to pay for shipping. You're getting burnt on that. Let's say you do that. And then let's say on eBay you buy 1 each month instead. That'd be $190 in savings after 5 months of doing just that, just purchasing 1 booster, which I know a lot of you guys are buying more than that, especially since you're investor, collectors, whatever you want to call yourselves. Now, let's look here. So you save $59.85 on collector booster boxes. Let's say for 3 months you work, I don't know, an extra day at work or an extra couple days, or you get a bonus or whatever. Let's say just for 3 months, again, you're inefficient. You just buy 1 collector booster per month because you're doing this inefficient. Let's say that you do that. That'd be $179.55 in savings on this, plus the $190 in savings from the Modern Horizons 2 set booster boxes, plus the $41.76 from these boxes if you purchased 4 of them. Literally just 4 of these. We're talking about a handful of boxes, guys. That's it. And then you throw in that $4 savings from the Commander Legends boxes because you wanted it for whatever reason. That's $415 in savings. That's $415 in savings. I pay $300 a year for PokéRealm. And that's like what? Like maybe a dozen boxes in total of everything. I don't know about you guys, but I pay a lot more money than that per month. And I buy, I don't know, thumbs up for the scroll brain. Thank you. Yeah, am I crazy, guys? membership is more than paid for itself. Yeah, guys, literally just run the numbers. If it doesn't make sense for you to buy in, especially if you're by yourself, yes, you're gonna have to be a bit more aggressive in terms of your spending, or you're gonna have to buy in bulk more, take advantage of that. For example, like if you did want, like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 of these boxes instead of buying one a month, maybe save up a month or two and then buy all of them at once and then pay just that one-time shipping fee of $10. Don't be an idiot is what I'm trying to say. Let me know if you guys have questions on this. But PokéNav, I don't know if you're watching this. I don't know if you watch this after the fact, man. I really like what you're doing here. I get it. And guys, here's the crazy part. We didn't even talk about Pokemon. That was only buying a couple of magic items and one Weiss Schwartz item. That's crazy to me. Yes, a lot of this stuff is sold out right now. It's being heavily allocated. I don't know. He talked about this. He headlined this. He didn't say, "Hey guys, you better buy all of this stuff," and then all of this stuff is going to go to the moon either. And everyone's saying like, guys, PokéNav was a financial advisor. I was a financial advisor. I'm not saying that I'm that smart. I understand the type of licenses that you need to acquire in order to become an advisor. Those tests are not easy. You can't literally just Google it for a day or so and then just go in off the street and pass to become an advisor. Some of those tests takes weeks or even months to really understand that product. It's insane to me that people think that he's either a moron or he's trying to scam people. Guys, it's a business. If you don't want to buy from it, don't buy from it. But be an adult. Why? I don't understand all of the hate that poor guy's getting. And this isn't a me kissing up to PokéNav type of stream, but I've seen a lot, and I know you guys have too, because you've been talking about it in Discord groups a lot. I've seen a lot of hate and negativity in the community, especially the last week or so. You're not going to see that on this channel. If you guys ask my opinion on it, I'll just have to punt that question. Let's be positive, guys. Like, I don't want this to be a kumbaya session, but let's be positive. Let's focus on the good in the community. I really, 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 really appreciate PokéNav. I really appreciate Pokenomics. That's what I'm going to do real quick. 10 seconds here. I really appreciate those content creators. Sam from Bulba Squad and Sarah from Bulba Squad. I really appreciate those guys. Basic Trainer, I see you in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. Fern, I really appreciate you. You actually leave me lots of really nice comments. I want to let you know that, guys. I'm not responding to too many comments on my channel anymore because, believe it or not, it actually gets kind of difficult to keep up with them. Even if it only takes me a minute to answer those questions across from all of my videos now, if I get like 60 questions per day and it takes me about a minute on average to answer them, that's an hour out of my day that I can't be content creating or brainstorming or editing videos. So I hope you guys understand that. Now, if you guys have questions on this, let me know. But if you don't, let's go ahead and hop over to some cool numbers here that I wanted to share with you guys. So, and I know that this kind of washes out my face because the screen's really bright now, but just bear with me here, and I'm sorry for the horrible handwriting. It's hard to draw on this computer like this. So this would be for dollar cost averaging, and I know you guys see this this term thrown around quite a bit. So hopefully we can expose some. We're doing all kinds of exposing here today. I'm excited. I don't know about you guys. The only issue I have is doesn't come out and tell you he is sold out of Pokemon but continues to push his membership for it. That could be something. I could see that. That's a fair point. Otherwise, he has great pricing. Yeah, I mean, they've got great pricing, him and Rocky, and yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have product for Pokemon right now, but like nobody has new product for Pokemon right now. But do I think that will change? Yes, incredible artwork, Captain. Thank you. I'm not a zoologist, but I know a fox when I see one, Doug. All right, let's go ahead and go over these numbers. Let me pull up my notes here again so I know what I'm talking about somewhat. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about any type of booster boxes. Think of any set you want to. Old sets, new sets, in between sets. You can think about, I don't know. Yeah, let's talk about more modern sets because obviously you're only going to get modern around these prices currently. And we're going to assume that this product in the mid to long term will appreciate. If you don't respect that outlook, that's totally fine. My ask for you guys would be to please hear me out so we can get through the demonstration at least. I think this is going to be really cool. So I'm a big old nerd, so yeah, so Steam Siege. Yeah, we can pick on Steam Siege, we can pick on Crimson Invasion, Battle Styles, whatever. So let's go ahead and look at this. These little ticks here at the bottom are in 3-month increments. So let's say the reason why, let me back up. The reason why dollar cost averaging is a strategy that's thrown around, especially in the Pokemon world, is because it's a strategy that often works with emotional investors, which statistically happen to be most people. Now, lump sum investing is kind of like what it sounds like. You have $100,000, and instead of spreading that out over the years, you put your 100 grand in right away, no matter what that price is. And over the long term, over 70-something% of the time, it tends to outperform dollar cost averaging. But that's in the stock market. We're talking about the collectibles market, and specifically Pokemon in this case. And I'm going to show you why it makes sense a lot of times to dollar cost average your way in, because you can take advantage of certain prices at certain periods of time. So keeping that in mind, looking at these little horrible lines that I drew, these are in 3-month increments. So it goes all the way out to 36 months, so 3 years. So that's how long all of these are. And then what we've got are the buy-in price for this: $90, $110, $130, $150, $170. So it's the same way all the way down. Now what we're going to be doing is looking at, okay, so for battle styles, we'll use just battle styles for all of these examples. Just bear with me here again. So let's say in this parallel universe, is anyone a Marvel fan? I really like Marvel. So let's say in this parallel universe, you buy in at $110. You're able to buy 10 boxes, okay, at that price. You're like, all right, that's pretty stellar. I've got 10 of these $110 booster boxes. Awesome. Now, let's say that goes up after 3 months. Stellar. I can't buy as many boxes as I did before because they're a little bit more expensive now. But at the $130 mark, I can buy 8 or so boxes. So you pick up 8. You see what I'm saying here? So now, 3 months later, so now you're at the 3, 6, 9 month. Well, that's not 36 months. Whatever. It's a longer period of time. Bear with me here, guys. I'm an idiot. But anyway, 3, 6 months. Now we're at the 9-month period. Look at that. You're at the, you can purchase 6 boxes. You can purchase 4 boxes. Now let's say there's a dip. Here's why dollar cost averaging is so important. Here's why it is so important. What human being would want to put money in as the market is crashing? I don't know if it's going to continue going down or not. Is now the time to buy? Is Pokemon done for? Is the set trash? Is it? I don't know. I don't know when to buy. That's when mentally Zach goes in like a robot, and I say every 3 months, I'm going in and I'm buying as much of this product as I possibly can because I believe in its ability long term. No matter what that price is, I'm going to purchase into that market with my Scoobies. So when it crashes and you don't know if it's all the way down or not, you purchase in at that price. You lock in 10 more boxes at that $110 mark, 8 more boxes at $130, 6 more boxes at $150. By the end of it all, when it's all said and done, you've got 52 boxes now that are currently valued at that $150 mark. Now, what does that end up being for you? Let me make sure that this is, gosh. You see, guys, this took me an embarrassing amount of time to do. I had to, like, believe it or not, I had to, like, undo my writing stuff. That's what you're looking at. My goodness. You know, it's not much better than my regular writing, to be honest, but does that make sense? Does that make sense what you're looking at there, dollar-wise? You're looking at $7,800 in product. Now, admittedly, you put a ton of money into that product, and we're going to bring this back around. This is going to be really good. So yeah, well, no one has any questions yet. I don't know if that means I'm doing a good job or a terrible job. Let's go ahead and move on. So, let's say battle styles, alternate art universe. Let's go ahead and say that booster boxes start out at $90 a box. Now, looking at this graph, tell me as an investor that this isn't the most appealing option, right? Like, oh yeah, you just buy in, it's nice and steady 3 months later, nice and steady 3 months later. Oh, it's got a gradual increase, nice and steady. I'll go ahead and buy in. This is the easy thing to do. Even if you're not dollar cost averaging, that's an easy investment decision to make. But up here, you still accumulated 52 boxes compared to 64 boxes by the end of this. That's not a drastic difference we're talking about here. You're looking at quite literally like 5/6 of the amount. As opposed to, like, guys, there's no way a sane human being would want to purchase in this market. But if you're dollar cost averaging like a robot, it can make sense. So anyway, by the end of it all, when you buy all these weird dollar amounts and such, you have 64 boxes valued at, again, $150 a box, which ends up being, let me see if I can do this faster and cleaner here. You're looking at 9,000, I'm gonna say it while I write it. I'm gonna assume that you guys can't really read it. $9,600. Look at that. That's crazy. Let's go ahead and move on because I wanna bring something up. Now, this is the interesting one. Look at the total number of boxes that you're looking at here. 52 boxes, 64 boxes, 74 boxes. But look at this. They're valued at only $130 at the end of this, and it gets worse. This is why dollar cost averaging can make sense in an investing strategy for your portfolio. Now, let's say it starts at $110 a box. Okay, it's steady 3 months later. How likely are you to buy in after it dips $20 per box and you're gonna buy 2 more cases worth after it dips? And then 3 months later, it's going to dip, or it's going to stay steady. And it's going to be dead 3, 6, 9 months. You're looking at nearly a year of dead money. And you're still buying multiple cases of that product. Would you do that? And then after, what is that? Like a year and a half, or whatever that is? A long time. You're just now back to where you were before. And after you sell on eBay, good luck making any profit, am I right? But now look, it just scoops up just barely. So you've got a few more boxes, but they're only valued at $130. Wah, wah. You know what that ends up being, though? That ends up being $9,620. It actually ends up being the best investment out of all of them. And how likely would you have been to actually stay the course during that time and do that? That's why dollar cost averaging can make sense for humans, because at the end of the day, whenever you say, I'm not an emotional investor, I like to think that I'm very smart. I'm going to buy in at the greatest time all the time. Let me know what your strategy is, and I would love to know that. So that, in particular, again, we're talking about the collectibles market here, is why I like dollar cost averaging. I don't know. I thought this was really interesting. Let me know if you guys want more content like this or not. But now I'm going to go ahead and hopefully field some questions. And that's if you guys have questions on dollar cost averaging, investing in general, the PokéNav, PokéRealm subscription thing, content in general, upcoming stuff. Let me know what you guys have. I'm going to think here for a second what I'd like to cover. Wow, I just now double checked that that you guys could view my desktop. I'm gonna have to get better at this. That could have been really bad. I could have just literally been talking to myself this entire time. You guys are like, I have no idea what this guy's talking about. Wife just gave me $1,000. What modern product should I buy to keep sealed? Dollar cost averaging is always good, but is restricted by the money someone has, and the PokéRealm is 100% not good right now. Yeah, man. I mean, it totally depends, right? Like what we talked about earlier. If you're talking about PokéRealm in an investment, from an investment standpoint on looking at it specifically for Pokemon, yeah, man, they've got no product on their site. You're throwing money out. Here's why I don't care about that. literally, I don't look at it from a monthly expense standpoint, guys. I look at it from an annual expense. I, Zach, spend $300 per year because, again, for anyone tuning in just now, I only spend $25 a month because I got a buddy going in on it with me. So I only spend $300 a month or a year on this. If I get over $300 in savings between Magic, Pokemon, Weiss Schwartz, those are primarily the ones that I'm buying into right now, which we said was stupid easy to do with these. You only need to buy a handful of these collector boosters and you've more than made up your money for the entirety of the year. And these boxes, guys, they're already starting to climb. And again, we use the best case scenario on eBay if you're able to buy in at the lowest price consistently and assuming that the market doesn't climb on these brand new products, which historically in their infancy, they do not climb, especially in Magic the Gathering. Specifically, after that like 2-ish year mark, and it depends on the amount of the print, the amount of printing of that product. But guys, we were literally using like the best case scenario to like take down PokéRealm, and we kind of dismantled that. Now, again, to Bulbasquat's point, from an investment standpoint for Pokemon specifically, which is $35 a month now, they did the tier things. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense. They've got no product up. Do I expect a radical difference on their Pokemon product in the next like 3 to 6 months? I really don't. But for me, it makes sense because I buy into this other product. If you don't, yeah, it might not make sense for you. And I don't think he's expecting everyone to just mindlessly throw their Scoobies out on that too. At the end of the day, guys, you're adults. If you're signing up for a subscription service for $50 a month, my word, yeah, I would hope that you would do a tiny bit of 2 minutes of research and critical thinking to ascertain, hey, does this make sense for me or not? So, yes, Bulbasquat always has good insight there. I appreciate the comment. But yeah, Basic Trainer, man, I don't want to give you like a number one sealed investment. Personally, I'm looking at Japanese product right now. I'm not buying a ton of Japanese product either if I can get a good buying price. I've got an upcoming video in the next like 2 weeks or so that's going to be talking about the Eevee Heroes and Shiny Star V reprints. I also broke down in those videos, this is like a sneak peek, I also broke down in those videos that the previous quarter, so quarter 2 of the fiscal year of 2021 for eBay Japan, the total sales volume thrown belonged to Eevee Heroes. Eevee Heroes, in terms of total sales volume on the entirety of eBay Japan, Eevee Heroes booster boxes. Guess what the quarter before that was? Shining Star V. Guess what the quarter was before that? The end of 2019 or 2020. I'm an idiot. Guess what that was? Shining Star V again. I don't know, guys. If I were investing in sealed product, which I am, I would be investing in that sealed product. I don't know. Historically, Japanese sealed product, after like 2 years, sees growth. I don't know. Yes, I can't guarantee that. You guys, you're totally right. And I'm not being condescending here. You're totally right. There is nothing that I could tell you tomorrow that X product will be up, or 5 years from now, or 10 years from now. There's also nothing I could tell you that Amazon will be up tomorrow or 5 years from now. Do you think the 4-card fusions will be worth investing collecting? That's a tricky one because it's so brand new. It's not something I'm putting all of my marbles into that bag. Sounded sexual. Let's leave it that way. No, I don't know. I really don't know because we really don't know much about it yet, and they haven't done too many Pokemon with it. If it ends up being like an amazing rare type of a thing, like where it's just a splash and then they're gone, I don't know. It could be amazing because it's so short, but it also could be like the break cards, to where it's like, man, these will probably be big, and then they're just like not, and it's underwhelming. I am not investing in that. Personally, that's why I like sealed product. You've got that mutual fund benefit. You've got multiple companies in that basket. You're not investing in just the one. Hey, Bubble Squad, the break cards or anything to go off of, then no. That's so funny, man. Adults, speak for yourselves, Zach. I'm still, aren't we all? Woo, live stream. Nice to see you, Greg. Thanks for tuning in. The only let me scroll up, see if I missed any comments. Member fees have more than paid for sales. It's a little frustrating about the lack of stock, but with increased order, that is improving. Yeah, and just to touch on this, again, for more people tuning in, if you scroll up, Jared actually typed in the chat, PokéNavs. I keep getting PokéRealm and PokéNav mixed up. Hey, yo, what I missed? Not too much and all. Yeah, you can catch this on the re-upload as well. Don't look at it from a month-to-month expense. Yes, there might be some months where you're negative. Let's assume that you're a single Joe, right? And you're spending $50 a month on this stuff. I don't look at it like, oh man, I'm throwing out $50 a month on this. Look at it from, I like to look at it from an annual basis, but even like a 2 or 3 or 4 month stint or 6 months. Okay, well over the last 3 months, I bought 2 collector boosters over the last 3 months. Like each month, I bought 2 collector boosters. So that's 6 collector boosters over a 3-month period. Well, that almost pays for my membership right there. And I'm not touching any Pokemon product. That might not make sense for some of you guys if you don't like Magic the Gathering. I totally get it. He said they'll be getting more product. I believe them on that. The more that they spend, the more that they'll be able to get. I don't know how it works on that side. That's kind of what we have heard from Mason from Cardinal Gaming and Danny Fantop. They're all great sources of information on that. Only one card to buy multiple cards for the long term. I don't know if that's a question or a statement, Joel. If I had to pick one card right now, and I don't know, some of these channels, it's amazing to me, guys, how influential Pokemon or just YouTubers in general are. It's like, dude, I am just a normal guy like you. Like if you saw me at the gas station, like you might like glance at me and then look away. Like there's nothing special about me. I'm not a special snowflake. If I were to say buy this one card, I know there could be like half a dozen or maybe even a dozen people that do that and act on that, and that's fine. And I'm not saying I'm all knowing, and I'm not saying I'm wrong. I might be in between. Who knows, right? Only time will tell. I will answer that question though, because if the channel does grow, which it might, I don't know if I'm going to be able to answer questions like that for very long. So in my opinion, I would be buying the Espeon promo cards. I actually posted about it on Twitter, and now I am biased because I actually like the artwork on it. There's only one way you can get that card, the Japanese card. There's only one way you can get that. You get it from the EV gem box itself. And that was not reprinted, and that should not be printed. Historically, those type of products are not reprinted. Super limited print, Japanese, even if it was in a normal set, like just EV Heroes just itself, just the booster boxes, historically, those products you see growth after about 2 years. It's crazy. It's totally different than English, guys. I'm putting in thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars into those cards right now. Hopefully that brings you some value. Zach, gotta disagree with you on that Espeon promo. That's totally fine, man, and that's totally welcome as well. It's so funny, like hearing different opinions, because they both might be right, they both might be wrong. In this case, one of them will be right or wrong, or somewhere in between. What would your advice for shopping on budgets? So shopping for collectibles or shopping for like groceries or like jeans and shoes? I'd be happy to answer that if I knew specifically a little bit more information than that. I don't want to go off on a huge tangent and not answer that, whatever you intended it to be. But yeah, Friday. What are you guys up to? I'm live streaming currently. I don't know for how much longer. Probably not too much longer. I wouldn't imagine. I really talked about what I wanted to on this piece right here. This is really what I wanted to talk about. And then I wanted to just touch on this briefly because I saw my man just get smoked in so many comments about how crappy of a deal this is. And I'm like, I don't know. I ran the numbers and I think it's pretty great. Like, what Pokemon card products would you recommend? So I just kind of answered it. So right now, I'm not investing very much in English modern Pokemon. And there's a very specific reason as to why, which will be on some upcoming videos as well. Couple issue with Now's site. Cherry picked two products which were both magic as having good value when most of the rest of the product is not priced well. Second, people signed up from the Pokemon world and didn't want magic. And that's totally fine, Pokemans. And it's $34 or it's $35 a month instead of $50 a month if you go in just by yourself. And if you get a buddy like I did and like what PokéNav recommended and what I would recommend, I mean, you're looking at half of that. So I mean, you're looking at what, $17.50 a month? You're not gonna get $17.50 of value a month after the course of a year on some product. I mean, right now you're totally right, you can't. But you think after a year of buying into that, you can't? Those eBay prices, I can find those other magic products at lower. You certainly can. You certainly can. But here's the thing, you're getting this from one source, and I was talking about going about this in an inefficient way, right? Not buying in bulk. So I mean, if you're working with a limited budget, guys, this whole thing, it makes no sense, right? Yeah, makes no sense. I think we made that pretty clear. So use your brain, do some math, and if it works for you, great. And if it doesn't, awesome. You're not wasting your money on this crappy site, in your opinion, right? So the numbers are tough right now. Yeah, man, here's the thing. I'm not buying any Pokemon product off the site right now. I couldn't care less. This is a Pokemon channel, right? This is mainly Pokemon channel. Like, yeah, run the numbers. Run the numbers, guys. Sure, I cherry picked some of the numbers, but we also threw in Commander Legends draft boosters. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and scout and use your time is money, in my opinion too. I don't know, guys. I, in my opinion, think this looks pretty good. And we're looking at brand spanking new sets that haven't grown yet. Is this product going to be this price a year from now on the secondary market? History of Magic the Gathering would tell us otherwise. I can't guarantee that, right? I can't guarantee that. So that's up to you. If you buy in to the idea that this product should appreciate over X amount of time, all great questions to have. I appreciate that response, man. Guy, girl. Did I miss any questions? First, you never. Evolving Skies booster is going to drop soon. They've been chilling at 135 on Fireball for a little while now. I don't anticipate those booster boxes dropping until we see another wave, right? I don't know when the next wave is. I'm not paying attention to that stuff, guys. I don't watch those videos because I mean, half the time in the last like what, almost 2 years now, it feels like you're going to have like what? Like 3 waves of said product, and like 50% of the time it's delayed. I am not looking into that. And okay, let me make this clear on this too. I don't like investing in English modern sealed product immediately unless my buy-in price is like stellar. Like we're talking like sub $90 a box, taxes and shipping included. Like if I can get product at that, I'll probably buy it all day, every day at those prices. But if it's like brand new, like Evolving Skies, if I don't get it at a good price, like I got this Evolving Skies booster box case for, I think it was like $89 a box, $88 a box. But I was only able to secure 1 case though. But I'm gonna be sitting on that for a while too. So your cost basis is everything. We could turn the chat into that as well. But I don't know. So yeah, let's talk about that really quick on my squiggledy-doo. Can I clear all of this? Where? Oh man, I really messed it up too, didn't I? Like, do that. Why is this weird now? Let's do, maybe I can click on this. I don't know. This is the first time I use this thing, so I don't even know what I'm doing with it. All right, can I clear it? Is there a eraser? Well, that's pretty inefficient. I thought there would have been like a total clear button somewhere. Let's just close this out and open this up, and then do this custom. Yeah, do it. Boom, there it is. That was better. Do you gamble besides investing on sports or poker? I'm not a big gambler, Joel. This is kind of personal, but I'll throw it your way. A lot of my family struggled with gambling and issues and alcoholism, so I stay away from a lot of that stuff. I have a very addictive personality, which is why you see like the level of detail that I try to go into in some of my videos. That wouldn't be good for me. I dabble in sports cards and stuff because I like sports, but I don't gamble. No, I've played Texas Hold'em twice with my buddies. That's about it. I will be back to check this topic out, but I believe PokéNav is a scam artist. Hey, I love it. Just leaving a quick one-liner with with nothing with nothing to back it up. I love it. He's a scam artist. That's so funny. Are there other people that feel that way? Well, all right. Let's talk about cost basis. Now that I got my nice big old whiteboard, what should we use to pick on? Love Texas Hold'em. I suck at it. Obviously, I don't know anything about it. All right. Let's look at this right here. Let's go ahead and say, you don't understand. The evidence is that he believes he's a scam artist. You're right, Daniel. I missed that. He sells Digimans too. I don't know. Looks like it. I'm not a big Digimon dude, so I don't know much about Digimon. So nothing crazy at the moment. They said that they're ramping up everything though, so I don't know. I do not know. Where is I at? Here we go. Let's go ahead and say your cost basis. So, man, and if you're watching this on the re-upload, you're maybe just gonna have to like watch this on ×2 speed or something. That's what I always do. All right, let's go ahead and say for a particular, let's go ahead and use this as your little median line here. Let's do this. Let's do this. So, and then let's say after the end of all this, I don't know, it's like 3, 6, 9. Would that work? I want this to kind of be the middle here. All right, here's what we're gonna do, guys. I'm gonna tell you what I'm thinking out loud here. So let's say that this is $100 right here. That's your cost basis buy-in point. Okay. So let's say that you get whatever booster boxes, however many booster boxes too. You get, I don't know, you get 1,000,000 booster boxes, because it doesn't matter, okay? Let's say you get 1,000,000 booster boxes for $100. Let's say you get one of them for $100. So the reason why this number is so important, right? This is irrelevant. I think we all can agree on that. It doesn't matter how much you buy of it. So let's say you get $100, okay? You buy in at $100 of this product. Now, if you buy in at this product at $100, and then it goes to $110, and then up to this point, I don't know, it's $120. And it goes up to, you see what I'm saying? It goes all the way up to, what would this be, this high point? Maybe 160, 170, okay? And then it starts trickling back down again, okay? And then this is non-existent. Markets don't do that. That's not how it works. So let's do an example here, right? Now, Which one do you think is going to perform better when it's all said and done if you're dollar cost averaging your way into this bad boy? And here's why it doesn't matter if it goes up and does this weird curve on the way down to this endpoint, or it goes down in negative and comes on its way back up here. Here's why that doesn't matter. This number right here, man, that's a terrible arrow. This number is so much more important than what happens here, okay? What you do during that time period, buying into the market, is so much more important than what the market actually does. The market, and you could buy all of these boxes immediately and then not dollar cost average your way into this, and depending on how the market performs, and by the time you go to sell, lump sum investing, putting all of your money in up front immediately, could be better, but we don't know that. And again, because we've agreed, or at least some of us, I'm of the mindset that, hey, we might be able to time a little bit of this market. Maybe, right? Might be able to time some things. I know, hey, product tends to be pretty crazy in pricing the first few months when it comes out. I'm not going to buy into that because I expect that. Could I be wrong on that? Yes, absolutely. Again, historically, we've seen otherwise. Not 100% of the time, though, either, to play devil's advocate. So, $100 a box. That is what matters there. Because if these boxes, when it's all said and done, I don't know, you end up selling here, and it's $150 a box, or it's $200 a box. Awesome. You made 100% yield. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. What if it was, I don't know, let's say that you ended up getting ETBs instead. You bought them at $50 a box. Woof. But look at that. In those, see the same type of growth, dollar-wise, at the end of it, because if you have looked at some of the videos in the past, ETBs do tend to outperform booster boxes. That's just what they've historically done since ETBs have come out in the last 13 or so years. So let's say they go from $50 to, I don't know what, $200. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. $90 a booster box. All right, let's do the math here now. Let's go ahead and do the math. This is gonna be fun-ish. So now they're at $95 a box. Okay. Now they're at, I don't know, $91 a box. Now they're at $88 a box. Now we're at times that we haven't really seen hardly in the last few years. Well, 85. No, you still could have gone for 85. But now you're starting to enter into that. Hope the conclusion on a 50-minute. Yeah. Okay. Squirrel brain. I need to do this. $80 a box. Is it still trending down here a little bit? Yeah. Let's say $79 a box. We've seen that before, guys. Modern is not guaranteed to go up or even stay stagnant. And then it looks like it just stays at 79 during that time, right? So 79, 79, 79, 79. And then it goes back to, what would that be? Like maybe 85? I'm trying to keep this somewhat consistent here. Bear with me, guys. This is for the sake of the example, but it should give us a decent idea. And I'll read my handwriting back to you guys too. And then 90, let's say 90 maybe, and then 91. Again, you're gonna just get the idea of this. 95. Gosh. There we go. Very cool. Okay, now let's say this is 105 a box. Let's go ahead and say this is 110. Let's go ahead and say this is 120. Let's go ahead and say this is 125. 130. Man, this is a weird looking football thing. Let's say that this is, I don't know, starting to go down. Maybe 125 again. 120. 120. And then 110. All right, let's say that you bought in during that time period. I'm gonna pull my phone out here for a quicker calculator. All right, so you bought, let's say every time, I don't know, let's just say you buy a case each time, so 6, okay? So 6 times what? 105. We're at $630. $630. Because I want you guys to know how much money you've put in over the long term. No matter how the market reacts, it just tanks for a while and it's there for years or months or whatever, or it goes up, right? That's anyone who literally jumps in right now is like, what am I looking at? I'm so sorry, guys. This is why I don't live stream. I thought it'd be fun though. I just want to do something different today. So I don't think I needed to write that. So you're at $630. Now you let's see here. The 660. That's buying in here. And then you've got 720. That's 720 now. You're up to $720. Now we're at what? 125. Can someone? No, you guys are gonna be delayed. I'll just do all the math really quick. It's gonna be fine. And then times 130, 780. Now let's go ahead and look at the downswing here. Who's going to be what? 750 again. And then you're going to buy in at that 120 price. It's going to be 720. And then you're going to buy in at 110, which is going to be 660. And then you're going to buy in, oh, that's it. Okay, so now let's add all these up. 630 plus 660 plus 720 plus 750 plus 780 plus 750 plus 720 plus 660. You're looking at a total, if that happens, and guys, keep in mind, this is just for demonstration purposes only. Like, this isn't something I'm recommending. I'm just saying, here are the outcomes. I think this is interesting. And I know a lot of the guys in the comments here, a lot of you are very sharp. So I just think this is really cool stuff. So let's go. And so, yeah, that's what you're looking at. That's your total dollar amount that's put in during that time period. Now let's look if we've got some down years that occur. Can we get any guesses? Do you guys think it's going to be less, or do you guys think it's going to be more? I know what the answer is. I don't know what the specific dollar amount's going to be because we made it up on the spot, but I know what the outcome's going to be. Should I spoil it for you guys? I won't do that. Okay, so you're buying 6 more boxes. So they go down to 95. So they go down to 95. And then we're gonna say during that time period if you just bought the boxes and just held them during that time too, depending on your cost basis. That's what we're gonna bring it back around to that. So we're tying a dollar cost averaging with your cost basis on here. All right, so 6 times 95. You're looking at, man, 570. Can you guys still see that? And then we've got 6 times 91, 546. Anyone who's really good at math is gonna be like, why aren't you doing that mentally? After you work with numbers all day, every day, you never trust your brain. 6 times 88, 528. Ooh. I appreciate you guys bearing with me. You guys are very mature. Like, this is like, guys, like, my wife, like, dreads this stuff. Like, I literally can't talk to her about it. This is, like, therapeutic for me. So, I'm so thankful. Thank you guys for sitting through this with me. Like, I don't know. You guys are cool. Shoot, 528. That's the 88 example. 6 times 85. That's 510. 510. 6 times 80. 480. Oh no. I'm getting sloppier and running out of room. And then, okay, good. 6 times 79 is 474. How many more times should I say 474 though? Let's make it an even number. Gosh, that's not good. 474. The lower I get, the worse it gets to draw. 474, okay, I can read that. Let's see. So we purchased 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and just nix one of these numbers out. Let's nix that one out. Let's nix the 4081 out. And then let's say you got bought in at 474 again. Thank you for stream. It's fun. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. 474 again. So how many are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it goes back to 88 and then 95, let's say. So 88 times 6, 528. So again, it's the principle of the matter here, guys. And then 6 times 95. 570. Okay, 570. All right, I'm going to add these up real quick. 570 plus 528 plus 474 plus 474 plus 510 plus 528 plus 546 plus 570. Dang it, I misclicked the last one. I'm just kidding. I got it for you guys. It's $4,200 total that's put in. What do you guys think about that? It's interesting, isn't it? Now, you bought it, we just counted, you bought in 8 times during that bullish market or during that late 1920s, early 1930s market, right? So now, what if you bought in at $100 a box, which I think we can all say right now objectively isn't a great buy-in price from an investment standpoint. I think a lot of people here I know a lot of you guys are very smart. So buying it at $100 a box, that's like okay. And then long term, in the grand scheme of things, if can't guarantee, if the boxes are like $500 a box or $1,000 a box in the long term, what's it matter if you buy in at $100 or $150 a box or $330 a box? What's it matter if it goes up to $1,000? Again, I can't guarantee that. And seriously, I truly mean this, guys. Do I see 10 years from now, like today's modern booster boxes being like thousands of dollars a box? I don't know. I really don't know. And we're talking about the bullish modern YouTuber here that unfortunately I got slapped with that label just due to some of the interactions I've had. But I don't know. I don't know. Can I expect another potentially once in a century pandemic to occur again? I can't count on that. Do I expect something kind of like a Pokemon Go 2.0 to occur in the next however long with a $100 billion franchise? Yeah, I kind of expect something for some sort of a wave and a big splash to occur. Now, all of that being said, let's just say that you buy in at $100 a box. Okay, bear with me here, guys. I understand you all have different opinions, and that's totally cool. That's normal and that's healthy. I'm just trying to come at this from a hopefully unique angle from the crowd here. So if you bought 6 times 8. Right? If you bought, is that right? Did we buy? Yeah, we bought a case each time. So 6 times 8, that's 48. I can do that one in my head. Times 100, $4,800. If you just did lump sum investing. But, so I'm going to say this again. That's 4,800. So it's in between those two numbers. And that's if you just bought all of that up front. And that's assuming that you had the capital during that time too, which, I mean, hey guys, for the normal collector dude, I don't know. We're only talking about one single case at a time. If you scale this at all, I don't know how many people are going to have, let's say you did 10 times that amount. I don't know. I don't know too many people that are going to be spending $50,000, $100,000 in a single week on Pokemon product. I don't know anyone like that. I know like one person who could maybe do like 3/4 of that. There are not many people who are going to be able to do something like that. But it doesn't matter. You can scale this up or down to your needs and for your informational purposes only, not investment advice. Because it's not. And it's really interesting too. And we had to learn this when I was doing my tests and stuff. It doesn't matter what I say to you guys. If you're of the belief and the mindset that I am giving you asset allocation advice or strategic investment advice, it doesn't matter how I phrased it, even if it was technically legal. If you were of the mindset that I was giving you asset allocation advice, I can go to jail for that. Crazy, huh? So that's if you buy in at that bad, not so good price. At $100 a box. What if you bought it at $90 a box? Like, or $88 shipped, which is where I like to buy at right now. Imagine. Cost basis is everything, guys. Right? Until it's not. Right? Until it's not. Like, look at this. Like, even if you buy during this time, this period, and then the market goes down, that's what happened last time. That's why I scrolled over. That's dumb. But look at that. In a stagnant stock market, I think collectibles will outperform easily. Of course, absolutely is a gamble. Depends if the amount of people currently in the hobby stick around for a long time. Bulba Squad. Why are your comments not showing up for me? It just shows your name. It's actually doing that with a couple people for me. Like Devendra, I assume you commented, but I can't read it. I'm just going to assume you're all saying lovely things about me. Okay. $100 a box. $100 a box. Is that a good buy? Like, I'm asking you guys. It's not rhetorical. Like, is that a good buy for you guys? Do you think that you'd be able to make money on that long term? I don't have the answer for you. And what's long term in your opinion? Is it 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 50 years? What does that mean for you? I don't know. I think this is really interesting. $4,800. That's what you put in during that time period. And then, if you sold those boxes, $4,800 at, I don't know, it starts going back up to $130 a pop. Man. It's crazy. So scalability is everything too, guys. This is in another upcoming video. Man, I'm just giving you guys a lot of upcoming video tidbits here. So I don't want to say too much because they will be in those videos, and I don't want those videos to be a bore for you. But I think people underestimate economies of scale. And what I mean by that is, yeah, but you got to think, like, after taxes and shipping and fees, like, at the end of it all, is it all a wash or even worth it for you when you factor in opportunity cost? That's a good question. That is a good question. And here's how I will answer that. What if you make, after taxes, shipping, fees, gosh dang it, I should have closed everything. There. All right, after taxes, shipping, fees, if you only make $1 a box, when it's all said and done, of profit, how many boxes a day do you need to sell for yourself to make it worth it? Jeez, man, I can't sell hundreds of boxes. I think I might have the notes here still too. Let me see really quick. Please. I don't know if I do actually. Oh, that's a bummer. Well, it isn't an upcoming video, but let's do the math really quick because I can. So if you sell 150 boxes a day, bear with me here. I understand the average dude can't sell 150 boxes a day. I'm talking about for businesses too, though, and then we're going to scale it down to you guys as well. $150 a day, right? And you do it every day. We're on Saturdays and Sundays. You're doing it every day, right? And let's just say there are 30 days in the month. That's $4,500. Oh my goodness, $4,500 a month times 12 months. That's $54,000 a year. That's a full-time salary for most people living in the United States. I understand if you live in California or expensive areas, but I'm saying generally speaking, I mean, that's more than the median income, the household income in the United States. Now, that's if you're making profit, $1 a box, and you sell 150 of them. I know for a fact certain businesses that sell more than $150, more than 150 boxes a day. Let's say that you don't do that. What if you only make $2 a box? After all that's said and done, all those, man, dude, people are factoring in taxes and shipping and all these fees, guys. You're not going to make a lot of money. Let's say you only make $2 when it's all said and done. Then what? Then what? You only need to sell 75 boxes. That's every day? Yes. What if you made a measly $15 a box on eBay? I don't think I've sold a single box to where I made $15 of profit. It was way more than that. But let's say that it's $15 a box, right? I don't know, guys. This is crazy. I'm looking at this number right now. I don't know if I want to share it with you. If you did 15 boxes, if you made $15 a box, right? $4,500 a month is what we're trying to shoot for, so we can make over $50,000 a year. And you, I like this theoretical stuff. Now, I'm not saying that you guys need to do this or that you can do this even, right? Who knows? And it's, gosh, this is so crazy. I'm double checking. Hold on, I'm double checking because I don't know about that. That's crazy, man. Yeah. If you made $15 per box, guess what it is? Are there any guesses? Can you guys still see me? Okay, good. If you made $15 a box and that was it, you would only need to sell 10 boxes a day. That's every day. Gotta work weekends. Can you slap 10 labels on a box a day? Maybe one per hour for 10 hours? One per hour? Or maybe not. Maybe you let 2 days worth build up. You do 20 all at once and then take it to the post office at once. Guys, $15 a profit a box? Are you kidding me? Why are people questioning Magic the Gathering, for example? When it is almost religious. It's religiously cyclical. Guys, don't believe me. I'm not going to look it up for you because I can do some kind of weird stuff to, I'm working behind the scenes to sway your decisions. So do the research yourself. Don't believe me. Don't believe me. Look at any Magic the Gathering set, what they've done over the last 5 years. Over the last 4 years of the set. If a set was like brand new in 2016, look at what the prices were in 2020. And if not, we're in the year 2021 right now. Look at sets that were in 2016, 2017, right around that area. Look at those booster box prices. You're gonna have some winners and you're gonna have some losers during that time. Whether the market does this and it goes up and then down, or it goes down, down, down and it stays there forever and then it comes back up, or it just stays down. Now that's assuming that the product will go up long term though. I can't guarantee that, you're right. I can't guarantee that Amazon will go up long term either. Guys, I am sincerely not promising that any of this product will ever go up long term. I really mean this. I don't know. The Pokemon company could, as a franchise, could just shut down tomorrow. We could find out there was some terrible inside stuff going on that we weren't aware of. That is a possibility. Do I think it's a probability? Statistically, with large franchises like that happening, I can't really think of that many, to be honest. I don't know. I wish I had some sort of experience where I saw large businesses regular on the daily where I was trading stocks and bonds and stuff. I don't know, though. Don't need to listen to me about all that. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. The type of comments that other channels get, because I'm not that big, I don't get too many comments, but it's very interesting the type of comments that I see of people saying, man, after shipping and fees and stuff, you're not making all that much money. Well, yeah, dude. If you're only buying one box a year, probably not going to make much money, are you? I don't know. I'm just saying I'm making more money off of this sealed product than I do for my day job. I don't know. People don't tend to believe it. People are afraid, though. I will say that. And I said this on a Discord call last night with a few people. I talked to over 50,000 people when I was a broker. Over 50,000 people over the course of my career there. That's more than most people talk to. in 5 or 10 lifetimes over. How many people are going to talk to 50,000 people in the course of a few years, or even their life, right? Everybody's the same, and I don't mean that in like a negative, like depressing way, like, oh man, it's all the same. What's life even about? I'm not trying to go there with this. No, everyone is the same. They all have the same questions. They all think that they're so smart, and they all kind of think they kind of have an edge on the market. Guys, I don't pay attention to all these stupid, weird promos. And do you know how much this is limited and how much that is limited? Do you know how much Evolutions was printed? Do you know how much this was printed? Do you know how much that was printed? Okay, dude, that's really cool. Tell me, how much are Evolutions booster boxes selling for right now? Well, there's a global pandemic. Okay, tell me, how much were black and white booster boxes selling in 2016, 2017? I'm just saying, you saw hundreds of percentiles of growth. I can't guarantee that, though. I can't guarantee that. At the end of the day, here's what the conversation comes down to. Do you believe in the ability of the Pokemon Company to perform or not? Because you're investing in that stock, the Pokemon IP, right? That is what you're investing in, whether it's Japanese, Korean, Chinese, German, French boxes, whatever it is. That is what you are investing in. You're investing in the Pokemon IP. Do I think this will appreciate? Yeah, there's not a floor on the booster boxes. Historically, we've seen a floor. I can't guarantee that that'll happen again. Historically, over the last 20 years, we've seen that. I have stocks in my personal portfolio that aren't 20 years old. You kidding me? You can't guarantee that? Yeah, I can't. I can't guarantee that. You're right. But why do double B rated bonds? We're not talking about AAA rated that are rated better, for those of you who might not be familiar with bonds. AAA, AA, and then you get down to the Bs, and then it gets just absolutely garbage from there. Like anything triple B or less, anything lower than triple B would be like a junk bond. Like literally, it would be junk investing, is what people call it. But why do double B or less rated bonds? If you look at them right now, historically, and you can see this across the board. Go to Charles Schwab, Fidelity, Vanguard, wherever. Go to any of those and look at some triple B rated bonds or double B rated bonds. Why do those yield higher percentages? Why do those offer you a better percent than if you were to buy into a triple A rated bond? Does anyone have an idea why? Does anyone know? Because these bonds right here, the triple Bs, the double As even, the triple Bs, the double Bs, right, compared to the triple As, they're more likely to default, which means no money for you. No me gusta, right? That's not good. There's risk involved. There's more risk involved. So they give you more money during that time. That was weird. Did you guys see that? Yeah, there's more risk in stocks. Historically, over the last 100 years, over the long term, stocks outperform bonds. Yeah, there's more risk there. Yeah, I can't guarantee it's going to go up. I don't know, guys. There's and I know some of you are thinking right now, trying to play devil's advocate and looking at this from a different point of view. Yes, and we're talking about a collectibles market here too, right? So this is totally different. We're talking about like, man, with it engaging with children. Anecdotally, I've seen that Pokemon still tends to engage children just the same way with the video games that they're pushing out, the different television shows and movies and all that jazz. I don't see that changing or going anywhere in the next 5 to 10 years, and that's kind of what I looked at with certain companies when I was looking at investing, when I was doing some really niche, bizarre stuff that I can't get into too much detail on. At the end of the day, we can talk about all these like little numbers and all these theories about, oh man, is Evolving Skies going to be reprinted? Guys, who cares? Who cares? Again, from an investment standpoint, if you want to enjoy the game, however you do, I don't need to tell you how to do that. I'm just giving you just my experiences and thoughts on why I look at this the way I do from a financial point of view, right? Like that's what this is about. I can't tell you how to enjoy the game. If you like buying cards, go buy the cards, go open them, right? Like, what are we talking about here? Now, if you're talking about like, oh man, but what if it gets reprinted? Awesome. If it gets reprinted, I'm going to buy more of it, right? Dollar cost averaging my way in. Doesn't matter if it goes down or if it goes up. Like 5,600 compared to 4,200 by the end of that? Or if I just buy it all at the beginning, at 4,800. The fact of the matter is I put money into it. Whether I did this route, or I went up and around, or down and around in a non-sexual way. That was it. That's it, guys. I don't have anything else to add. I don't have anything else to add. Show your collection. I don't have much of a collection here, actually. I've got most of it in storage. I'm still only seeing like some comments. That's bothering me. Numbers make my brain hurt. I see that one. On, you're right, but you're gambling on the amount of supply being held will eventually be exceeded by the demand and outperform the S&P. The odds are not as good as you think. Statistically, we've seen otherwise, Sam. I mean, statistically, I've beaten the stock market by investing in Magic the Gathering, which is not the stock market, right? Because again, I don't know if people. Well, no, I know that people do not take into consideration economies of scale, having a fantastic cost basis, and holding over a long period of time. I'm gonna do one more example before I pop off here, because I'm starting to lose my voice. I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna do one more example for you guys. I think maybe this might blow your guys' mind. Maybe it won't. But we're gonna do something cool here. I'm gonna get it pulled up here in just a second. So, compound, and I want you guys to do this too. I don't want you to trust me on any of this. I'm just showing numbers on my screen, but it's all, I'm just cherry picking stuff, and I'm not showing you. Reconnection successful. Whew. Are you guys still with me? I don't know what happened there. It just said it was disconnected and now reconnected. I view Pokemon as a smaller alternative investment. Love the hobby though. Heavily invested in stocks. That's awesome. That's how I do it. Devondra, good for you. Good for you. All right. I'm looking up a compound investment calculator on investment.gov. You can look up a compound investment calculator, compound interest calculator, wherever you want. Okay? I sure hope. Okay, good. You guys are still with me. Phew. All right. Yes. So this is what I'm doing. Let's say you put $5,000 in the S&P 500. Okay? Let's say that that's what you do. All right? Now, let's say you don't monthly contribute on that. You just put it in there, and then after, well, what do we want our time frame to be? 6 years? Let's just do 6 years. Right? And it depends. The longer you go out, the more compound interest is going to work in your favor. So keep that in mind. But let's do this, because I want to show an example. So let's say $5,000, 7 years. Can I do? Let's just like refresh this page. Will that fix this? Hey, cool. So you put in $5,000 for 7 years. S&P, right? S and sign P. All right, S&P. So, and that's what you do, right? Those are my colons. All right. Now, let's go ahead and compound that. And let's say, like historically over the last like 20 years, you'll like 8.6%. Let's say that that's what you get. Let's say that the last 20 is indicative of the next, or yeah, the last 20 years was 8.6%. So let's say you see that for the next 7 years. Let's just say that. So you would turn that $5,000 into $8,907.97. It's pretty good. Didn't have to do a thing for that. It's pretty good. Let me double check you guys are still with me. When it comes to collectibles, I mix some of what I like with what others value. Yeah, that's awesome. Guys, and if you're doing this just because you like it and you get to make some money with it, dude, you win. You win. That's awesome. Good for you. Okay, now, let's say you put $5,000 into, what's a set? Do you guys want to throw a set out to me? Like, what's a set that you would think would be a halfway decent investment? Totally speculative, right? Let's look at this though. Something that you can get relatively cheap right now. So we're looking at modern, right? But let's assume a couple of things. That you buy in at $5,000, right? Just like you did the stock market here. And that's what this does. Okay. And then Poke. All right, so this is your Pokemon portfolio, right? These are my colons again. All right, that looks like a F or T. Let's go ahead and look at battle styles. Fates collide. Battle styles. Hidden fates. Darkness ablaze. All right, we're almost done here, guys. Hang with me here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. Let's say battle styles. I feel like I pick on battle styles all the time. It was just so badly received, wasn't it? Print to demand just wasn't that great. Like, oh, it's funny. Are we gonna look back 10 years from now and be like, battle styles, love this set? I know I'm not. I got skunked on a booster box. Hate that set. No, I'm kidding. I did get skunked though. That was not a good experience. It was fun though. It was fun. I didn't do it from an investment stonking standpoint. I just did it because I wanted to. All right. All right. So, okay. So, you put $5,000 in. And then you wait 7 years. We're almost done here, guys. I know it's painful at this point. I'm sorry. I thought I had this planned out a little bit better. This went just a little bit longer than I thought. I get hung up on reading too many questions and then just get stuck on crap. So yeah, I mean, it's battle styles, vivid voltage, whatever you guys want it to be. Most people said I got 2 battle styles so we got to go with battle styles at this point. Sorry. So you put $5,000 in. Now, let's say that those boxes were not the greatest buys. Let's say you got them at $100. After taxes and shipping, you got them for $100 a box, which is realistic, I think, even still. So $100 a box. You have $5,000 of them, right? And then let's say over, I'm going to type in some info here. So they're, I don't know, $100 a box. What would be realistic after 7 years? I know, that's a great example. We're totally speculating here. Totally speculating. Okay. Yeah, Devondra, it's 8.6% to be exact. So yeah, about 9% a year. Not bad at all, man. Really, really good. What do you guys think those Battle Styles booster boxes will be worth in 7 years? I'm not even going to say. And I'll say what, like, maybe I kind of think, but who knows, right? I don't friggin' know, right? Like, what? Predict the future? What do you guys realistically think 7 years from now Battle Styles booster boxes are going to be? This is fun. This is why I'm live streaming. What do you guys think? How much is it going to be worth? $200. Same price as Steam Siege now. How much is Steam Siege worth? I haven't looked at Steam Siege in a minute. Steam Siege booster box. 220 something. Let's look at sold. Weirdos out there that list it for way too much. 265, 279, 279, 279. All right, 279. Heck, let's not even include all the taxes. Yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of 180 to 240, 250s, 200. Okay. So, and then that was 279. So, I don't know, between 200 279. Let's say 250. Let's say 250 just for now, just for the sake of the argument here. So, right? Doing some math here that I'm not good at. So, you bought 50 booster boxes, right? That's not what I was doing math on. I was doing all the next numbers, trust me, please. So you bought 50 booster boxes at $100 a box. But now they're worth $250 potentially, right? It's $12,500. It's a 150% increase. You guys said it, not me. I didn't pick the number. So that's you investing in the stock market. That's what it turns into. And that's what one of the crappiest modern sets that we've seen turns into. Can't guarantee that. Can't guarantee the S&P 500 either. Yeah, Zach, but you didn't factor in your shipping and taxes and fees that you have to do after that. I didn't do that with this either, though. I also assumed that you would not be paying any fees in your IRA during those years either. So shut up about fees and taxes whenever you say that I'm ignoring when I didn't include it. Yeah, because I didn't include it on both sides. Have to take into account willpower of not opening them. That's so true. That's so true. That's funny. I like that. That's really funny. Hey, Devondra. Yes, you can do research on capital gains tax. I'm not. I'm not licensed on that. What I would say is, and I need to be careful how I say this, is this. I don't know many people that pay a lot in taxes when they set up a $200 booth for the weekend and sell their old Pokemon product for cash. I don't know how they do it, but they don't pay a lot of taxes on that. From what I have seen, I have not done that. I promise. I have not done that. Just saying. Have to store it and insure it. It depends what your risk tolerance is. It really depends what your risk tolerance is. So I used to sell insurance. Whoever said that? Northwoods. So I used to sell insurance. It totally depends what your risk tolerance is. Like, for example, I don't know. Like, let's say you got a couple computers in a room worth like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 or something. Are you going to insure that? Are you going to insure an elaborate streaming setup that costs you 15 grand or 20 grand or something, right? Are you going to have more insurance on your brand new car that costs you 50 grand? Or are you going to have the same amount of insurance on your $700 salvage title vehicle, right? It depends on your risk tolerance for that. I know a lot of collectors and investors who don't insure their a bunch of product up to a certain dollar amount. Like, we're talking $20,000 or $50,000. I will say, me personally, I don't insure $5,000 worth of product. I don't insure $12,500 worth of product. But it totally depends what your risk tolerance is. You're like, my goodness, what if something happens? It's true, what if something happens? It could be said about a lot of things. What if I get hit by a truck tomorrow? That would also really suck too, wouldn't it? So yeah, not saying it's right or wrong to insure this. That's totally fine. And yes, you would have to factor that in to your numbers, right? I'm just saying, I'm looking at this dollar difference here, man. Makes me kind of excited. And again, you have to ask yourself, at the end of the day, do I believe in Pokemon's ability to perform? Kind of like how it has over the last 2 decades. Gun safe, bolted to the wall, baby. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's about the way to do it. Just have like some kind of safe, or if you already have a safe, or you have storage somewhere, lockers, things off-site, on-site, wherever. Yeah, that's totally fine. That's kind of how I like to roll. Maybe have some product at your parents' house, friend's house, whatever. Maybe not put it in the basement, right? If you live, if you live anywhere, like I don't know if I would put it in the basement for flooding, and but then if there's a tornado, there are a lot of ways you can look at it, guys. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. I'm kind of rambling at this point. Hopefully, this brought some sort of value to some of you guys. Maybe look at some things a little bit different. I'm not saying that I am the end all be all for this information. Make sure you guys do your own research, do what works for you. And again, these are all hypothetical numbers. Nothing is guaranteed, of course. Thanks for sitting with me, guys. This was a lot of fun. We'll have to do this more often. But make sure you subscribe if you haven't, if you're interested. Watch another one of my videos. And I'll see you guys soon.